Hey, Tiger fans, it's Mark Fitzpatrick, Tiger Club, Kansas City. It is Tuesday, September 9th, and we're at the Westport Flea Market. One of our favorite speakers, Chase Coffman, Mizzou All-American, John Mackey Award winner, and an even better guy. Chase, thanks for coming out.
It's always a pleasure to be here, so thanks for having me and MIZ.
It's a great week, isn't it, after that KU game? Your thoughts on that game?
Oh, man, it was, I think, a little bit more thrilling and crazy than we all wanted and expected, but as I said here today, we have a resilient team and a tough team, and I'm glad we came out with the win and kept fighting all the way through.
I was very impressed with Mizzou's receiving corps during the game.
Yes.
Brett Norfleet tight end and the wide receivers. You played with an elite group of receivers. How did you compare the groups?
Oh, we were way better. No, they have, like you said, they have a really good group. They have a lot of depth at the receiver position, at the running back position. Hopefully those guys can continue to grow, get better, mesh well with Bo Pribula, that the offense can continue to be a strong point and make plays when we need them to. So I was thrilled with the way that they attacked the ball this weekend, and I hope they continue to do that.
You played in the most famous game of the Mizzou-Kansas rivalry in 2007. When you look back, what are your best memories of that game?
Oh, man. I mean, I always say kind of the beginning and the end of it. Just coming into the stadium, seeing the atmosphere, being a part of the atmosphere, and then, getting the win and walking away number one in the country. Right. And everything in the middle was just, fight, scratch, knock down, drag out. And we had a lot of guys, again, in that game step up, make big plays so that we'd come out on top.
2007 team was maybe one of the best, if not the best Mizzou team we've ever had. You were a very integral part of that, played with some incredible athletes. When did you know that team was extra special? What point in the season?
Yeah, I obviously we kept winning. We had the hiccup against Oklahoma, and we're right in position to win that game. All the way through the fourth quarter. I would say that maybe it wasn't a point during the season, but as soon as that season previous had ended, we went into winter conditioning, winter workouts, spring practices, stuff like that. We had a lot of leaders, a lot of talent, a lot of just culture being built up to that point that kind of sprung us forward into actually realizing the wins and the success of that whole season. So I would say before we even got past that spring semester, we knew we had something very, very special.
You are now in the financial planning business. A lot of questions came up today about dealing with young athletes now are getting paid a lot of money. Obviously, you didn't have that opportunity, but when you talk with these kids now, what are they learning how to handle their money? Are they good representation? What is your experience been?
Everything, the good and the bad. I mean, there's some kids that are able to really be responsible and save a lot and live on a little and understand the long-term implications of what they're doing in that moment. And then there's some kids that, they don't take it as seriously and they start spending and hopefully don't have too big of a hiccup before they kind of turn the corner and actually do what's in their best interest long-term. But, ultimately it's a situation where you're serving them in a place of like, here are things that would help you. Here is why. Here are examples of that happening in the past. And, ultimately it's your money. And as a financial advisor, we work for you and we can't really constrict or constrain taking your money and doing something with it that we want to do because it's not ours. And so it's a fine line to walk, as I'm sure everybody in this industry does, even with, not dealing with athletes. So it's a joy and an honor to be a part of that with some of these people, as I have been through that myself in the NFL. Yeah. Like you said, not college and NIL, but a place that's near and dear to my heart. And one of the reasons I got into it is because of a financial advisor here in Kansas City that shouldn't be doing business anymore, and it has lost his licenses that steered a number of people wrong. For us, it was a small burn, but with good habits, with good saving, with, continued just perseverance through a lot of things, you can put yourself right back on top.
One last thing I want to ask you. Your dad, Paul, had a
Mm.
great career at K-State, played 11 years, I think, in the
Yeah.
NFL, Chiefs, Packers,
Yeah.
Vikings. What kind of, being the son of an experienced NFL player and a guy who had a great college career, what kind of guidance did he provide you as you
Yeah.
came up through the system?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was, hard work, integrity, not cutting corners. Those are some big things. I would say that he never really put one of four kids that went to Division I athletics and got scholarships. So I don't think he ever pushed us to a point of, you have to do this. This is what we're doing. It was, hey, if football is something that you want to do and be good at, here's opportunity to do that. If you want me to hold you accountable in doing that, I'm going to tell you what I think about, either laying on the couch and watching TV or being out and working when other people aren't. Because when it comes down to the fourth quarter and those moments where you need to make a play, have you mentally toughened yourself to get through that when you're tired, when you're hurting, when the odds are against you? You've been through that situation, and whether it's sports or anything in life, that's something that all of us need to realize is, how many times have you put yourself in this situation leading up to the actual moment that it counts and matters? And, if you haven't, then it's just kind of a gamble and a crapshoot. If you have, then it's like, hey, this is why I trained.
Okay.
and both of my parents did a great job of that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Folks, if you want your son to grow up to be like somebody, this is the man. So thank you very much. Mizzou Hall of Famer Chase Coffman. Hey, next week we have Gary Barnett, longtime, very successful college football coach, a Mizzou grad, and now one of very respected college football analyst. And he comes in from Colorado to the Flea Market. So come on by and see us for lunch. For more information on memberships and events, go to kctigerclub.com.